The Houston Texans have won the AFC South in 2023. I don't think that was on many people's bingo cards this year, but guys, welcome to Off the Gridiron, your Apollo HOU Houston Texans podcast. My name is Noah Outlaw. I am one of your hosts, as always, and as always, I'm here with Garrett Harrelson. What's up, brother?
It's Judge Ball to you.
Judge Ball, excuse me.
Because you know what I'm doing?
What are you doing?
I'm sentencing the Jaguars to fucking playoff elimination and the Indianapolis Colts. And I'm granting the Texans. I'm saying non-guilty. They beat the allegations of being an eliminated team. They are good. They won the AFC South. We are one of the best teams in the NFL.
That is true. I think that is 100% true. I mean, you heard it from what the judge says goes. That's how it goes in our society that we've built here in the United States of America.
Which is really weird when you think about it.
Yeah, it's crazy, but I'll take it for now because you're right. The Jacksonville Jaguars had to play the Tennessee Titans in Week 18 for the division, and if they lost, they didn't make the playoffs. And the Texans won the AFC South, and guess what? We were rooting for the Titans, and they came through. DeAndre Hopkins and Mike Vrabel doing one last favor for the Texans.
Thank you. Non-guilty. Not guilty for those guys. They did well. It was a good game for them.
It was. They played well. Maybe Derrick Henry's last game as a Titan. That's kind of wild. We survived that.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's amazing for us. But yeah, guys, the Houston Texans finished the 2023 season 10-7 on the year. Double-digit wins for your Houston Texans in 2023 after going 3-13-1 last year with a rookie head coach and a rookie quarterback. This is the first time that a rookie head coach and a rookie quarterback have ever won their division in obviously their first year. So this is history making, and it couldn't be any. This season is just a fairy tale shit.
It's been a dream, you know. Yeah. Obviously, like it was a first great step hiring DeMeco, another great step drafting CJ and like Will Anderson having a great draft. But who would have thunk that we would have not only taken a few more steps, but a full ass leap into playoff contention, and then in winning the division. When we won on Saturday night, I don't think any of us really expected us to win the fucking division. No. It was a possibility. Obviously, it would have been. We were like, that would be awesome. That would be nice. But we're just in, so we're happy for that. Yeah. And then boom, next day, Jaguars lose, and it's like, wow, we just stumbled into, not stumbled, that's the wrong word, but we just got ourselves into a divisional title. Yeah, no one, like you said, everyone and their moms picked the Jaguars to win this division. I think most people might have picked the Texans to be last.
Yeah,
in this division, not first, last. Which, you know, even to our surprise, you know, I didn't expect to win this division.
No,
I don't know if you did.
No, but, definitely.
I mean, it's been a dream. It's been a dream come true this season. Like just our wildest dreams.
Yeah, nobody could have predicted what the Texans did this year. Obviously, we had high hopes, but I think the common conversation topic, the common thought was, you know, if they win 6-7 games, it's a good year. Like that's a good year. You know, it maybe get second, but probably third or fourth in the division. Because people thought the Colts, you know, obviously the Jaguars were Super Bowl contenders in a lot of people's eyes. I mean, a lot of people thought they were, you know, going to be big dogs in the AFC, and obviously they were not. They're one of the most disappointing teams in the league this year. But the Texans were never thought of as to be definitely not in the playoffs, and definitely not someone who was going to compete for a division. And I mean, but what DeMeco Ryans has done, it starts with that. It starts with that hire. It starts with DeMeco coming in and just changing the organization from the inside out. Just every single thing. It was just like it was like a flip of a switch. Last year, everyone hated Cal McNair with like a passion. People were like, dude, Cal sucks. He's the worst owner in football. Now, dude, him and Hannah they're the king and queen of Houston now.
Dude, the Houstonians love Hannah and Cal.
Yeah.
I mean, they the thing is, like I said in the last episode, it's so funny when you just give the fan, when you, instead of maybe trying to build a contender or
Yeah.
prioritize building a contender, which is always your priority, kind of just
Mhm.
start making the fans happier by
Yeah.
like making hires and making moves as a team that would make them happy. And then
Yeah.
it's like, oh shit, oh wow, okay, making them happy is doing the right thing, which is
Yeah.
simply like hiring DeMeco,
Hmm.
drafting CJ Stroud, trading up and drafting Will Anderson. A lot of those moves, a lot of people would be like, no, I'm not doing that. What?
Yeah.
I'm gonna hire fucking, I'm gonna hire whoever, Ben Johnson, which
Yeah.
that would be,
Yeah.
but or I'm gonna hire this cat, like David Coley. Like
Yeah.
that seems logical to me.
Yeah.
Goes safer route.
Yeah. Let's
But
just promote
no,
Lovie Smith. He had the 28th ranked defense in the league. We're gonna hire him to be the head coach.
yeah.
Exactly. I know what you mean. And I
And then
mean,
sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say,
Boy.
and just seeing DeMeco. Obviously, we'll get into the game here in a minute, but there's that, it kind of went viral, the clip of him in the hallway after the game. He every single player that was coming into the tunnel to go to the locker room. DeMeco stood there, shook their hand, gave him a hug, talked to him. But there's a clip of him basically, getting emotional, just sitting there thinking about what he's done. And that's the kind of guy. DeMeco's a guy who CJ was on Pat McAfee's show today and mentioned this. DeMeco is a guy who, when CJ came in, DeMeco told him that this was the only head coaching job he wanted because he genuinely cared about the franchise and genuinely cared about the city of Houston because of his history. And that's what it takes. And that means a lot. And I think the work that DeMeco's put in, and then obviously everyone under him, from players to coaches, has that passion for the city and the team that DeMeco has. And this is the outcome. This is the outcome of just caring and actually being emotionally invested in what they're doing. And it's been amazing.
Yeah. Obviously we're hyping up the organization right now, which they deserve all the hype. We'll get into the game here in a minute, the
Yeah.
actual game. But I mean, if you weren't as a player bought in to what the Texans are doing,
Mm.
you are now sold. You
Oh,
are now a sold customer. Sold customer.
you have to be. You
You
have to
are
be.
you are fully. I mean, and think about what this is gonna be for free agency. A lot
Yeah.
of people probably thought, "Wow, would never go." Last few years, free agents probably thought, "Wow, would never go to Houston. That
Or,
place is a dumpster fire. Bad coaching, bad front office, bad quarterback play."
yeah.
That's all changed now. That's
Oh
all
yeah.
flip a switch, like you said,
Hmm.
taking a complete 180 since a year ago.
Hmm.
And now free agents are going to be like, I would love to go play for a top 3 quarterback and an amazing head coach and an
Yeah.
awesome front office and awesome fans that love me in a
Hmm.
great city.
Yeah.
That's going to be a huge thing coming in the next few years, is the pull that we're going to have now
Yeah.
because of what we've done this year is going to be insane. It's going to be crucial. It's going to be
Hmm.
awesome.
Yeah, I mean, the Houston is going to be an extremely attractive destination for free agents. And just because, and also just not even the city itself is nice. We love Houston, but the culture in that locker room is amazing. Anyone wants to be a part of that. Anyone wants to be a part of that group. And going 10-7, and when right now, that's the this is it's all we're only getting it better. Like, we're only going to get better from here, theoretically, right? CJ is going to learn more throughout his career. His sophomore season, I mean, he's already a top 3 quarterback in the league. He's
I
already
mean,
a top
how
3 quarterback.
it's so scary if you're an opposing player that he's like, wow, this guy's going to get better.
Yeah, it's
This
like,
guy's going to get better.
what are you supposed to do? What are you supposed to do?
Supposed to
Bec-
take it. You're supposed to take it like a good boy after
yeah,
this, because I mean, you can't. You're not going to be able to stop his growth, his progression. He already progressed every single week this
yeah,
past his past season,
yeah,
his whole rookie season. Each week getting better, and I won't. I'm not going to hold you. The performance that he had on Saturday was the finest of his career up
mhm,
until this point.
yeah,
I mean, the 5 touchdowns, yeah, beating the Bengals in Cincinnati, oh
yeah,
sure, yeah, all that.
hmm,
You know, winning in Indy against a pretty good Colts team with very shorthanded at receiver, and also Jonathan Grenard out and all that,
yeah,
Jimmy Ward out, all that in on prime time, first prime time game. had a stellar game.
Yeah.
Stellar game. I mean,
Yeah. I mean,
20 for 26, 260 something yards,
64.
2 touchdowns. Yeah, I mean, Jesus Christ. Like
Hmm.
that was what most consider like, wow, I mean, that's like what Aaron Rodgers would go do. You know,
Hmm.
that's what like prime Aaron Rodgers, or that's what like Tom Brady would
Yeah,
go
of
do.
course.
Like you can't stop him. Doesn't matter how shorthanded he is. Doesn't matter the situations you put him in. Um, that that 2nd and 14 where
Yeah.
he felt he there wasn't any pressure yet, but no one was open, so he kind of backpedaled and spun and bought himself
Hmm.
some time because pressure was going to come, and
Uh-huh.
then Nico floated up to Nico. That's magic. I
Yeah.
think that's magic. That's stuff that Patrick Mahomes does. That's what prime Aaron Rodgers does. Like that's like you can't stop it. Like
Yeah.
it doesn't matter how good you are as a defense. Like you just can't stop that.
Yeah, you
So
can't. I mean,
finest performance of CJ's career up until this point.
yeah, I agree.
Absolutely.
I think it's up there with that Buccaneers game. Uh, I think they're probably neck and neck. But I mean, the stakes of this game probably I'd agree with you. Like you said, 20 for 26, 264 yards, 2 touchdowns, got sacked twice, and all week we've been hyping up C.J. Stroud in prime time. He hadn't had a primetime NFL game yet, which was blasphemous anyway. But he finally was getting his chance to get one. And it was kind of like, hey, he's going to show the world kind of what he's been doing, the kind of player he is. And I'll be damned. First fucking play of offense, he drops a 75-yard touchdown to Nico Collins, 60 air yards, and I went, yeah, no, this is what he does, guys. Guys, this is the shit. This is the kind of player he is. Introduce yourself to the world, CJ. Coleridge Bernard Stroud the fourth. This is what he does, and it was just a magical moment. And the game itself was, I mean, it was stressful. I mean, it wasn't easy. It wasn't easy at all, but it was,
No, and I mean, we knew the Colts weren't going to make it easy.
yeah,
I mean, they have a great coaching staff. They have talented players
it was a good
too. I
team.
mean,
Yeah,
fucking uh fucking, I am blanking on the running back's name. I'm
Jonathan
stupid.
Taylor.
I had a Jonathan Tate. I was thinking JT. I was
Oh
like,
yeah,
what the fuck is his last name? I've had a long last few days, but
yeah,
Jonathan Taylor had almost like 200 total yards, like
yeah,
190 something off of
180
like 32
something. Yeah,
touches. I mean, Jesus, like they have great players, great schemes, great coaches. They weren't gonna make it. They weren't gonna make it easy for us,
no,
but we still found the ways, even with our backs against the wall at times in the game, which we were flagged, what, 11, 12
so
times
many,
that
so
game?
many times.
Kept shooting ourselves in the foot. I
Yeah,
mean, it was just a lot of mistakes.
yeah,
Laramie had a few false starts. I mean, there was a lot of mistakes, and we still, CJ carried us, and we still
yep,
found a way
yep,
to get that W, which, I mean, like I said, can't say enough about CJ's performance. Like this,
yeah,
he carried. It was just the first time I've ever seen him just carry an entire team.
yeah.
Carry an entire team. It was just magic. It was
Well, that
magic.
drive there at the beginning of the fourth quarter, on what I believe, yeah, it was tied 17-17. I said it to myself. I assume all Texans fans did, and CJ after the game said this is what he said in the huddle. But that was the most important drive of the year up until that point. That was the most important drive of the year. Needed a touchdown. Like I said, it was tied 17-17, and CJ. That was just the definition of CJ carrying. Because like Laramie had a false start, we just kept shooting ourselves in the foot. We'd gain yards and we'd get a penalty. It'd be 2nd and 20, 1st and 20, all this dumb shit. But CJ was just able to find Dalton Schultz on that drive was also the MVP. Was finding Schultz a lot, was finding Nico, and was just like willing that team down the field despite these penalties and despite these setbacks. CJ knew what he had to do, and he went out and did it. And that's the kind of player he is. He's just not gonna. He's just gonna figure it out. And I don't know, man. C.J. Stroud's. We knew he was special. Now the world knows. They've seen it. How special he is. And the Texans are in the playoffs, man. And I want to talk
There
about,
was a there. It was before you
yeah,
move on. The most underrated throw on that drive
yeah,
was that dart to Nico down to like
hmm,
the goal line, pretty
yeah,
much. I mean, he got lit. CJ got lit up.
yeah. He
He got
did.
lit up by, I
Mhm.
think, DeForest Buckner,
Yep.
and he knew he was going to get lit up too. but he delivered that ball on a rope right to Nico. I
Yeah.
mean, Nico, that's the no, that's the number one. Wow. I mean,
Oh, well, that's what I was
109
about to
receptions.
bring up. That's what I was about
Yeah,
to
100,
bring up because
yeah, go ahead.
we in the preview for the game, we're talking about how we're not going to have Noah Brown. Robert Woods might not play, which he ended up not. What receiver is going to step up? Right? Is it going to be Hutchinson? Is it Mechie? Is Brevin Jordan going to get more involved? What's going to happen? Not that they weren't out there and didn't have some good moments. Xavier Hutchinson had a reception. John Mechie had one reception. I mean, they were pretty much not involved. But who stepped up was just Nico Collins. Nico Collins was like, no, I'll just do it all by myself. He had 9 fucking receptions for 195 yards and a touchdown. I mean, just an insane day at the office for Nico. And I think Nico's a guy who we've all been watching really close this year. We've known he has potential. Obviously, he's had insane year, 1,300 yards. Um, but he's a guy who a lot of people have been saying the Texans need to go get a number one wide receiver. I think this is the game where he told everyone, no, I am the number one receiver here. Me,
Yep.
Nico, and Tank Dell are the 2 guys that we need, and keep Schultz and keep these other guys. Xavier Hutchinson can do whatever he wants, but Nico and Tank, they're the duo.
Yep. I mean, if it would be awesome to watch Tank out there, but
Ugh,
since
beautiful.
Nico is picking up that slack, he is just coming to his own fully as a Pro Bowl caliber player, maybe even a star player. Because
Yeah,
I mean, when it mattered the most, he had 9 targets. By the way, 9 receptions off of
9
nine
targets.
targets.
Yeah, yeah,
Caught all of his targets, 195 yards, monster performance. I mean, when it counted the most, I mean, he needed someone to step up. He stepped up and more, I think.
yeah. I
So
mean, yeah. We were like, who's gonna
we
step
were,
up and help Nico out? And it's like Nico was like, nah, no one's gonna help me. I'm just gonna do it all, and I respect
yeah,
it.
yeah, no, and uh, can't say enough about the offensive performance because they were clutch. They did their thing.
Yeah,
Defense, obviously, at the start, very, very, it was very concerning to watch them give up a lot of rushing yards to
yeah,
Jonathan Taylor. But at the end of the day, it didn't really matter because they stepped up when it mattered the most. And I think during crunch time, I don't know who made the adjustment. I don't know what coach came in, and I don't know if DeMeco, I don't know if Burt did, but we made some kind of adjustment on defense, and we were stuck. We were great against the run after.
yeah,
I think after Jerry Hughes got injured, which hopefully Jerry Hughes is okay.
yeah,
But after Jerry Hughes got injured, our defense stepped up big time against the run, big time.
yeah,
And after that, it was the Colts didn't have many answers. They were struggling mostly after
Mhm.
that because when you take away their run, Gardner can't get it done. So
No.
fuck Gardner.
Well,
By the way,
exactly,
fuck.
and we've talked about it before, but one thing that I praise this team for all year is being able to pivot, is being able to react and change the game plan. And that's exactly what it was. Obviously, stopping the run was not working. They were absolutely running it down our fucking throats. Jonathan Taylor, like you said, 188 yards. We could not stop it. But like you've been like around when that Jerry Hughes injury happened, there was a change in scheme, or maybe it was just simple as a pep talk. I don't know what they did, but after that, they got it done. They got it figured out. It wasn't really a huge problem after that. But yeah, and overall the defense. Look, Blake Cashman's good to have him back. Led the team in total tackles, 13. Christian fucking Harris, dude. I want to talk about Christian
Christian
Harris, dude. I was having honestly an almost just borderline flat out bad year up until a few weeks ago, and then just turned on the Jets and has been a dog ever since. Obviously, yeah, he had a sack. He was the only guy with a sack yesterday. The defense had a few TFLs, but he's the only guy with a sack towards the beginning of the game when we needed it for momentum. And look, I mean, like you said, the Colts fought. I mean, it was a close game. I don't want to know what happens if that running back doesn't drop that ball, because I mean, we were having trouble stopping them going down the field. Obviously on that 4th and 1, but overall the defense showed up and they got it done.
Yeah, I mean, bend don't break is just it's kind of like a like a disguise word. It's like a code name for clutch defense.
Yeah.
People don't want to say clutch defense. They want to say bend don't break. But
Yeah.
this is a clutch defense.
Yep.
And getting it done on the last drive. I mean, I know that the Colts running back dropped that ball, but we played the play well enough to where it was a botched play from the Colts. I don't really put it on the Colts. I really say, like, I think we played it well enough, and Gardner, missed his throw just a little bit
Yeah.
to get it behind, because that ball was not where it should have been for
No,
that guy to
absolutely.
catch
It was
it.
a bad throw. Bad throw. Yeah.
Bad throw. So we played it well enough for Gardner to misplace the throw a little bit, and that pretty much sealed it. And defense made a stand. Turnover on
Yeah.
downs, and like bend don't break equals a clutch defense, and this defense is clutch, which will be important going forward for this next first playoff game.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll get into that. Obviously, look, this game was tough. Indy's a good team. Indy is someone who, Shane Steichen's good. When Anthony Richardson's healthy next season, it's going to be really interesting meeting up with this team 2 times a year. They got some stuff cooking over there, and I shout out to the Colts. It was a good game, but look, and here's what I've been saying. Look, I get Colts fans. I get, obviously they're upset, but this wasn't y'all's year to do this. The all year. I'm saying it just wasn't. Like, it just straight up wasn't. Like,
Yeah, he just like don't be upset. You weren't gonna do anything anyways.
You weren't. Here's the deal. I get it. Like, Colts fans are going to be are extremely upset, and I understand. But like, it was Gardner Minshew all year, and like, you string together this 9-8 record because of good coaching, and that's great, right? That's awesome. But they had a limit. They had a limit to where this team was going to go no matter what. And I think the Texans are a team who just deserve it more. I think C.J. Stroud at quarterback makes this team just a wild card. You never know. We know what Gardner Minshew can do. And so I think for the NFL-wise, for the NFL playoffs, having C.J. Stroud and the Texans in versus Gardner Minshew and this Colts team that really shouldn't be there anyway, I think it's better for the league, and obviously it's better for us. And so it's definitely sound biased, but fuck the Colts. I don't care. But better luck next year. I think everyone should understand why C.J. Stroud being in the playoffs is way better for football than Gardner Minshew and the Colts.
You started that so sincere.
I know,
and then ended it with "fuck the Colts." C.J. deserves it more, and then passed it off as as a sincere.
I know. I caught
good
myself
thing.
being too nice to the enemy, dude. I caught myself.
I'm like, why? I mean, why are we? Yeah, why are you fucking? Why? I was like, yeah, no, Gardner. I don't care. I'm not gonna sit there and go. I'm not gonna sit there and go. Good game, guys. Wow, better luck next year. I don't want y'all to have better luck next year. I want y'all to be bad.
Yeah.
Nah, dude.
Yeah.
Y'all have a Super Bowl. We don't, dude. Fuck off. Don't care.
Exactly. Yep.
Go to hell.
But
Texans run AFC South runs to the Texans.
Damn straight. It sure does. I feel bad for the AFC South, man. I don't, but I do at the same time because, like we mentioned a minute ago, what are you supposed to do? CJ, you're fucked. You got to play this generation, the new generational talent, right? You got to play 2 times a year. You got to play against a guy who's going to be a top 5 quarterback for the next at least 10 years of his life.
I mean, you're looking at a team that's probably going to be a Super Bowl contender within the next year or two. I'm saying next year. I think we're a Super Bowl contender next year.
I know he
not a Super Bowl contender this year. Don't say that.
I know. Well, here's the deal. I know I'm not going to say anything, and I know he has to say this, but C.J. Stroud earlier on ESPN talking to Pat was, saying that he was like, "This is a Super Bowl team, and I can get us to the Super Bowl." So,
stop.
Stop. And I was like, you know what? If this guy right here on my shirt, he is the one for a reason. If he says this is a Super Bowl team, I fucking believe him.
I'm going to.
If we beat the fucking Browns, I'm going to be unhinged. If we beat the Browns, I'm going to be unhinged, dude.
Okay, so Saturday at 3:30 on NBC, we will be
Yep.
hosting the Cleveland Browns at NRG, which is interesting because a few weeks we just played them at NRG. So I
Yep.
mean, it's not like it's not. I mean, and also, well, the thing is, I was going to say it's not much different because it was a few weeks ago, but it is. CJ's playing.
Oh, it's
Hopefully,
a
like
different. It's a totally different
yeah,
game.
Will Anderson will be playing this
Yeah.
time around.
Yeah.
Blake Cashman will be playing, and hopefully we get Jonathan Grenard back out there, Noah Brown back out there, Robert Woods,
Hmm.
because we're going to need all hands on deck. This is a good Cleveland Browns team.
Yeah.
We'll get more into it. We have an episode coming out Wednesday and Friday. We have
Yeah.
the we have a special week for 3 episodes. This is playoff base. This is playoff football, baby. Like
Yeah.
we need to talk about everything, get into all the nitty gritty details.
Yep.
I'll go ahead and say this: in the Houston area, or if you're not in the Houston area, you want to fly to Houston and watch it with us. We will be at Big City Wings at the Marquee location off of Katy Freeway, watching it. Watch party. We'll be there having fun, drinking beer, eating apps. So come on out, watch the game with us. We'll put the link. We'll put the address link down in the description. We'll keep talking about it. We'll keep talking about it because we want y'all there. Unless if you're not there, go to the game and if I can show support for the
Yeah.
Texans. But
If you
if
can't
you're
go
not
to the
there,
game, go to Big City Wings for
yeah,
the Apollo party. Yeah.
come on, or I will send you to jail for the rest of
Yeah.
your life.
He has the
Yeah,
power. He has that power.
I'm Judge Ball and I could do whatever I want.
Yeah.
I run this town. But yeah, come on out. And like I said, Wednesday we'll have an episode coming out, and Friday we'll have an episode coming out.
Yep.
We're gonna milk it with all the joy because hey, if we lose, we won't. If we lose, this is our last game of the season, so we're gonna enjoy everything about it, and we're gonna milk it all for all the joy that we can. So
Yeah.
uh, so come on out, marquee location, Big City
Yeah.
Wings.
It's going to be a lot of fun. Exciting week ahead, Texans fans. We can't wait. Fuck the Browns. Can't wait, man. It's exciting. It's back. Texans playoff football is back.
Could you imagine if Ford was playing?
Lordy, excuse me, but that would be insane.
That atmosphere would be crazy,
Yeah, no,
crazy.
it would be unreal.
But we get Flacco and the Browns coming in. Very quickly, thank you to Celebrity Mint. Hey, like I've been saying, Christmas is over. It's the new year. It's 2024. But you should still give out gifts to people you love and people that want to love you. Like if you're in a secret admirer or something. That sounded weird, but
Yeah,
go to Celebrity Mint socials. The Celebrity Mint. They have awesome sports memorabilia. Mike Tyson, Ric Flair. Go to Celebrity Mint. And thank you, Big City Wings, Houston's Wing Joint, Apollo's Wing Joint. Like I said, marquee location, 3:30 Saturday. Come on out. It's going to be a great time. So thank you, Big City Wings. Thank you, Celebrity Mint.
yeah, and I want to throw out there. I'm pretty sure the Texans are 3-0 when we have watch parties at Big City Wings at that location. So that's good mojo. Good mojo.
Are we?
I think so.
I think so as well. Yeah,
Yeah.
we are. We are. So, yeah, man, great game. Couldn't be happier with the outcome of this weekend. So
Yeah. Me neither, man. Super excited. I'm nervous. It's nerve wracking stuff, but we're gonna get there, and CJ Stroud's gonna lead us to the promised land. Hopefully, if not this year, next year. And you know what? He already has. We're
got to
already
go
in the
1-0. Got to go 1-0 every weekend. 1-0 every weekend.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
we'll start. We'll start with that. I'm not. I am focused on this weekend.
Yeah.
1-0, baby. Let's start now.
Hey, and this game's different. Like I said, we'll talk about it later on this week. Couple episodes this week, so that'll be fun. But that'll do it for this week's episode, or today's episodes, I should say. If you haven't already, make sure you leave a like and subscribe. All that good stuff lets us know you like what we're doing. Guys, leave a comment down below. Give us predictions for the Browns game, thoughts on the Colts game, all that stuff. We read it. We love reading it, and we'll be down there responding and all that good stuff. Make sure you follow us on Twitter at Apollo Texans and on Twitter at Apollo HOU to keep up with the Houston Texans and also all of Houston sports. And other than that, thanks for watching, and we'll see you later.
Watch Texans. Go Texans.
Go Texans.